Random.
Everybody, like, the number one quality, she just gotta love the fuck out of me. She just gotta think I'm hella fine. She just gotta see every. I'm like, yeah, I got this business idea. She like, yeah, daddy, that's gonna work. You a damn genius, you know. Hold on, matter of fact, I got this money in the savings. We gonna put it down, you know. And you know me, I'm always like, damn, you know, you good at this, you good at that. We can feel me. We could put a business together with you, baby. Oh yeah, feel me. I need that, feel me, to just love my dirty draws, feel me. Like, just like, oh yeah, because that's how I be. I be like,
Random.
so I'm feeling her. I'm like, nigga, man, feel me? You the dopest, feel me? You gonna go far, you know?
Hey, I gotta say random, but let me rewind my answer. Fuck all that what I'm talking about. So to my queen out there, I need you to love the fuck out of me and have character. That's what I want. Everything else is gonna come. Fuck that being all intellectual right now. I want you to love the fuck out of me and have character, and we good. Everything else gonna come. Hey, what it do, man? It be that man 3D Dev. How are y'all doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. And we tune into another random conversation. Shout out to my co-host, Jay.
Yay.
Hey, so we got a special guest. So, you know, on Random, we keep it 100. So, we actually saw the episode with our guest before, but we had technical difficulties, so we were doing a reshoot. You feel me? He's actually the first guest to come back for a second time. Ooh. Hey! But before that, I gotta give him a proper introduction. So, Finesse, man. The first time I met Finesse, I was like, wow. Like, the first interview, he was giving out so much information, so much gems, so much knowledge, and the way he's very passionate about it, too. And it's just like, he's a jack of all trades. He does modeling. He does finances. He does a lot, man. So it's like, bro, let's give a special round of applause to our guest, Finesse. Hey, appreciate you, bro, for coming up on here, man.
You know it.
Hey, so we're going to get this going.
Random, is this nigga too cool or what? What's up,
Hey,
man?
that's how I was gonna say, you know what, I was thinking like how the first interview and then we lost the video footage.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's perfect to how I get out, you know, the mystery and shit. You know, I'm like, damn, is that just
Did he manifest that?
I'm like, is that just how it's supposed to go down or what? Man,
That's real.
we could maybe add in some clips from there.
We might be able to do some cuts. Because we do have some of it, y'all. We don't have the full thing, though. You feel me? So we'll go through it and we see what we could whip up. But
yeah.
Well, don't we have the audio, though?
We got the full audio.
The
though.
audio going to come out, though. We're going to put the audio out.
Okay, so he said we'll put the full audio out, though. But Random, Finesse, you said mystery is kind of your thing. What you mean by that?
I think mystery is everybody's thing. I mean, we born into mystery, right? And we try to convince ourselves we know shit, you know?
Just that fast, you might miss something. You hear what he said? He said we convince ourselves that we might know shit. What you mean on that? Because I know what you mean.
I mean, like,
but I don't know if our viewers might know what you mean.
I mean, like, how deep you want to go, you know?
Let's
like,
go all the way.
I mean, or for example, what is electricity? We're using all this stuff right here. What is electricity? Like, we think we know stuff. We got theories and hypotheses and stuff about stuff, but we really don't know anything. And if you really think about it, us as people, we've been informed about a lot of stuff or educated a lot about stuff, but only thing you really know, you know? You got to know that through experience and stuff, you know? So it's like you're, you know, hella well informed and you think you know about this, think you know about that. But really, nigga, we don't know what's going on, you know? You know, and even if we think like the high science, we're just focused on like the what, you know? The what it is. That's only like one type of thinking, one type of thing, you know? The what's going on. You never thought about, like, you're trying to figure out what it is and how it's working and stuff, but you're not thinking about the why. You're not seeing the related parts. That's, I think, our biggest thing is we see the parts and not the relationships. You know what I mean? So
you don't see the big picture?
We don't see, like, it as in general, you know, that's why we like getting rich,
specifics.
but we fucking up nature, you know, like we're getting so rich, but we're killing ourselves, you know? So it's like, yeah, you feel me?
I feel you.
As a whole, nigga, you don't know nothing, you know? And that's why I be telling myself all the time, like, oh yeah, you think oh man, I learned this, nigga, you don't know nothing. Like, feel me? And the more you learn, it be like that.
It do. I agree with you. I agree with you. So, with you, cause I feel you. You feel me? We people who listen first. You feel me? Before we like to speak. So for us, it's easy for me to hear something new. You feel me? But for some people out there, they might hear you like, bro, what you mean? I don't know nothing. So how does someone go from thinking they know it to getting themselves at a place where they're willing to figure it out or open to figuring it out? How do you get your pride? How do you take your pride and ego out of the equation? Do any of y'all got an answer for that one?
Yeah, we're gonna let Finesse take it.
Oh, what?
Bro, he thought you was
Finesse.
coming on, bro.
I'm like, take finesse.
I'm waiting on that.
Oh no! Now we try to get 3-dimensional, aren't we?
I tried to slide that over there fast. You said,
I'm like, he
wait,
came.
this your show?
I'm like, hold on. He came with the heat though, for real. He
For
like,
real, that's a good question. I said, damn, all right. So anyway, okay, no, I got you though. Let me get real. So you said what's a step to take out the pride and ego? I feel like one step, my easy step for me to take out pride and ego is basically, I don't know if I'm answering the question right, but for me, is treating somebody how I want to be treated. So in the situation, that's how I take out the pride and ego, because it's like I just look at the situation like how would I want to be treated in that situation. So that makes me lower down my pride and my ego, because if I'm thinking with my ego, at the end of the day, when I'm thinking my ego, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm selfish. I want to win. I want to get what I want. I'm him. You feel me? I feel like you do need your ego to a certain extent. I don't feel like pride and ego is not a bad thing though. It's all about that balance though. You need pride and ego. You feel me?
I think so too.
That's a good one right there, and I'm glad you answered that, because as long as I've known Dad and we've been working together, we don't have really any issues, because I feel like we don't have a pride and ego thing. You feel me? If I mess something up, I'm usually the one tripping more than he is. You feel me? Even if I mess up his shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's where the pride and ego is kind of, you feel me, not even in the equation. But I wanted to say, I don't know, this might be a little bit deep, because it's like, I feel like somebody told me and explained to me why pride is the root of sin. You feel me? At least in the biblical sense. So I'm gonna have to go with y'all expressions. We're gonna dive
pride?
into this. Pride.
See, that's real interesting, because for me, I think 2 thoughts on that. I think
you might need to move this a little bit closer.
Oh, okay.
Too.
I'm thinking like
there we go.
the great what you said, like the root of sin is like, ooh, damn, what is the root of sin? And my first thing is like lack of love, which would be, but I'm like, pride, I think is partially a good thing too. I think if you get real though, like, and that's kind of like why adversaries are good too, because you think you like, aren't you hella prideful? But like people that don't like you are adversaries, they'll tell you like, nigga, you're not hot shit. You're A, B, and C. Like, come back down to real life. Or like, if you really learning, or if you really trying to do something, like you really think you hot shit, but if you look up, there's somebody or something up, So like, but the pride, if you get real to facts, you're like, okay, you're only a human being. So you're just like a small piece in the large universe. But then put in the work so that you have a reason to be prideful, like it's like, cause I run across a lot of people, especially nowadays, is like has this pride and ego, right? But for all intensive purpose, and it sound hella bad. This is crazy. We recording it and stuff. I'm like, for no reason, like hella prideful, like, and hella egotistical, like for no reason, like
you done did hella shit already.
Like you did, like you're like really something special, like because of some clothes you bought or something like that, or why? Because you're pretty, or something like that. Like, what is it? What task? What character? What feel me? What miracles? What justifies this? Feel me?
This behavior.
What justifies this? Feel me? So I'm like, okay, so later on, if you're like, hold on, I was born in a third world country. I hopped on the boat to get to America and put myself through law school and got my body right. And now I'm, feel me, halfway millionaire. I'm like, well, damn, you really got some shit to be prideful for. Feel me? And actually, I'm going to treat you like that because, feel me, you showing improving. Feel me? You showing improving. But I mean, like, how rare is that? Feel me? A lot. Most of the time, it's like, I'm from
more
around.
Issues.
I'm a normal human being like everybody else, and I'm trying to get by like everybody else. I have disadvantages, advantages, and stuff. But it's like, but if you get real, the pride, you can build that up. That should be a good thing. And then at the same time, I think like that's also some control stuff. Like if you tell it like pride is, the root of the sin and stuff like that, that's game. Like that's psychological warfare. That's like me trying to control you, just like telling you like turn the other cheek, while I slash you and all this other kind of stuff. Feel me? Like that's that's mind game. You know what I mean?
Very,
You
very
know?
interesting.
So I'm like,
Very,
damn,
very
that's hell.
interesting.
So at that one cent, I'm like, damn, that nigga had hella shit in
That's
there. You know,
interesting right there. You feel
that's
me?
hella shit.
Because what you said is usually what I connect pride and ego to, because we run into hella people and pride and ego is the issue.
Yeah,
Because if you're too prideful and you got too much ego, I can't get through to you.
yeah,
Hell no.
yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah.
I could be telling you the answer to your problem right here, but you got so much pride you don't hear me. And that's more so what I run into,
yeah,
as opposed to people being proud of where they come from and pride, using pride in a good way.
yeah,
You feel me? Because the story that I heard, how they justified it, basically was the devil, right? Lucifer, right? At the time, he was still an angel in heaven. So this is in a biblical sense, right?
Okay.
So keep y'all context in there. I'm not a religious person. I believe in God. That's, you feel me, the extent. But anyway, so Lucifer's in heaven, right? And basically, he's looking at God like, I should be number one. I should be the best.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm the real
I'm
deal.
the perfect. Yeah, I'm his
me?
most perfect creation.
And that came from his pride.
Yeah,
You feel me? And therefore, God sent him down, boom, to, have all the control he wanted of hell and of the physical world or whatever and whatnot. But it came from him thinking that he was better than God. You feel me? And when I thought about it, it's like when people have pride issues, they're thinking that they're better than others.
yeah,
And it's that same bone. You feel me? I call it a bone, like in your brain. Like, not that we have bones in our brain, but I feel like habits are kind of like bones.
yeah,
And you got to break them and rebuild them. You feel me?
yeah,
And I just feel like that same pride bone pops out. You feel
Yeah.
me? When you're trying to kick people game or you're trying to help them out and they just don't want to take it.
yeah, yeah,
You feel me?
yeah,
But everything you said about pride, using it in a good way, I also agree with.
yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, and that Lucifer thing is very interesting too, because like, two thoughts. Like, I know that story too. A couple thoughts is like, okay, if there is an all knowing being that's the creator and architect of it all, right?
There's that word.
Right. What is it, and like, this is some next level stuff about like the design, and basically having a design that the design itself.
It's flawed?
No, and not that it's flawed, but if you design something, all the possibilities of anything that can happen in that design is already there.
Right.
Feel me? But it's just not realized, but all the possibilities are there.
Right.
So, but if the divine architect knew about all this and he created this being called Lucifer that was the perfect angel and stuff like that, shouldn't that be part of his plan? Because there's a possibility of what should happen.
Technically.
So, right. So this the unfoldment. And then something else is like, okay, if these divine beings and stuff like that have these characteristics, would that make emotions more powerful than God's? Because pride is what did that. Would emotion be able to go all the way down from human all the way up and do that? So pride itself could be more powerful than a God, because he did everything else, right? So all them thoughts is just like, I'm like, you know,
That's a for sure.
that's a
That's
for
a
sure, you
for
know,
sure right there.
you know, and then at the same time, it's, I don't know, you know, I could go even deeper into that.
Yeah, okay. So y'all, I know I'm gonna switch it up because it's random. Because I don't want to.
I'm like, it's hella shit to
Yeah,
that.
can
We don't want to go.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I know.
We gonna go down a rabbit hole with that, y'all.
Go down a rabbit hole.
We gonna go down a rabbit hole with that.
man. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up because we're gonna have to come back to this because we gonna keep going. So this is
for real, we gotta. That was hella random.
Now, honestly, I'm happy you said that because I was about to dive and keep going, but you brought me back out of it because I was about to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm like,
wait a minute, you right. Let me get back to random. So hold up, random. All right.
real.
So I actually this the first time, but to the viewers, they didn't see this, so this is the first time they seeing you. So Finesse, if you
Okay.
could be any animal, what animal would you be, and what's the reason why?
Man.
How you feeling today, Finesse?
Okay, everybody know I would be a fox, and I guess y'all put in the little fox from the last one, so we gonna do another one. And if I was another animal, I think I would be. Real animal, right?
Oh, you could be. No, go
No,
ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
like, no.
No, go ahead. You never. I've never heard that answer before. You said real animal. That shit, what you about to say?
Real animal, right? No, because I was
make up
thinking
some shit.
no, like a myth, like a phoenix would be hella
No,
clean,
that's
though.
real
you know?
though. I
A
feel like
phoenix
that's real.
would be hella
I'm big.
clean. A phoenix would be hella
If
clean.
you want to do that, that's tight. That's different.
But maybe
Why you say Phoenix?
I mean, it's a phoenix, right? So,
know, but
you know, it's so like
Yeah.
it's the whole thing about the Phoenix. The Phoenix got so much game.
But that's looking at me like, bro, you know,
Like
yes,
the
I
Phoenix
know.
got
I'm trying to help y'all out
the
over
Phoenix
here.
got so much game because the Phoenix basically lives as immortal being, and it's just like, okay,
Ooh, I didn't know
this
that.
this is it's about the time for me to just dissipate, and then in that dissipation, I actually recreate. Feel me? So it's actually it's actually about reincarnation and reincarnating yourself over and over.
Man, if you know Finesse, you don't know how synonymous, is that the right word? That is,
What?
I think synonym, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So synonymous, you don't know how synonymous that definition is with my brother over here and his style.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just learned something.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to learn it. What does that word mean?
So
synonym.
synonymous means synonym. It's a different version of synonym, like ran and run.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
You feel me? But what I meant was, he said the Phoenix, you feel me? He said it's immortal, and it comes time to time where it'll dissipate. Basically, it'll turn into ashes and then resurrect from the ashes. So basically, what that connected with is when you have a plan, you develop it, you fall back, you feel me, and come out with another plan, and you just boom.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? And that's connecting right back to shit I always talk about, that reality transfer. With that flying analogy, when that window's closed, but you fly back, it's like there's another window that's already open. You feel me? Same shit. It was crazy how a lot of shit connects. Hey, yo,
Everything connects.
everything.
That part,
There we
that's
go.
exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, that's crazy how
Everything
connects.
connects.
That circle of life.
And it's because, you feel me, it was all intended that way. You feel me? I feel like
exactly.
they planted us to be disconnected and everything. That's probably what they probably end up doing. Put my finesse cap on right now. You feel me? Because if I created the game, I would separate all the puzzle pieces everywhere, so that way nobody could figure out the whole thing.
You know that it's so funny. It's so crazy because like
That's what
our
it was, isn't it?
ancestors knew about that and gave us the game on that. That's the game of Osiris and Set.
I'm about to say that Osiris.
Right, of splitting them apart and sending them around, and everywhere he went, it was a Jadet column or an institution, right? And that's the same thing with the knowledge. You splitting it up and it's apart. So now nutrition and health isn't together. Now all these different subjects are apart, and now we got institutions for it and stuff. But they feel me. It's part of the
Plan.
It's part of the cycle. Feel me? If something comes together, it has to dissipate. Feel me? In time, every occurrence has to happen. It's that law of rhythm, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yo, so we're gonna do random. We're gonna dive into this real fast. So random. Let's talk about Egyptian time. I heard you just talk about Osiris. I see. I see you talk about. Let's talk about Egyptian time.
Okay,
man.
we
Why
could
do
go
you
deep in
gravitate? Why you gravitate towards Egyptian time? Cause I gravitate towards Egyptian time too, bro. So I want to know the reason why. Do you?
Well, shoot, that's one of the last times I was reincarnated.
There we go.
That was, feel me, one of the last times we was down here doing what we needed to do. First off, that's our origin. When people talk about, we're slaves and we was taken away and all this other kind of stuff, and that's the origin of everybody that can say they're a society or a civilization. Including America, including Greece, including India and China, and everybody, they're gonna root back to Africa. Feel me? They're gonna root back to a civilization. And Egypt wasn't even the highest level of civilization. Feel me? A lot of civilizations had so much game, right, and had so much stuff together. They didn't need buildings. They didn't need books. They didn't need any of that. Those were all crutches for them. Feel me? They like, you got books, that mean you ain't gonna be able to remember this game. Feel me? You gotta be able to remember it and master it and have it. Feel me? And they foretold that too. They said, look, our kids and everybody, slowly but surely, we are gonna lose this game. We are gonna, feel me, it's gonna go bad. That's why we gotta start putting it down in situations and in temples, so that no matter what, we can hold on for 2,000, 5,000 years, and the game is still there. Feel me? It will still be there. Feel me? So they been knew about all that. Feel me? They been knew that was gonna happen. Feel me? They been knew about all that, but that's part of it too. And if you start reading the stuff that our ancestors was talking about, the actual words that they was talking about, and the actual shit they was kicking, you realize a whole bunch of stuff. Like we talk about the eye, it's a whole nother language of symbolism that the universe uses, right? which is correspondence, right? That's why the veins and the rivers look the same. You know, that's why all networks operate the same. That's why all waves operate the same. All those kind of things, those forms and functions. Feel me? That's a way that's a language, part of the language of the universe, right? Same fractions with light making colors, the same fractions with sounds we hearing and stuff. Feel me? And angles and dimensions that can be in reality. Feel me? All the same fractions, all the same processes. These Fibonacci codes and stuff like that, everything unfolding the same kind of way. These is correspondences that we had that game on, but over time we gonna lose it. Feel me? So they put it down so that some of the bare minimum stuff we gonna be able to have. Feel me? And then for us, it's like, you know, shoot, you know, you've been taken away, you've been beaten, drugged, slaved, you know, it's changed name, changed language and everything. You for sure, it's gonna take some time to get back. Take some time to know yourself, to find yourself. Feel me? So, you know, I don't want to babble on.
No, you wasn't babbling.
I don't want to babble on, but you know, in them times they had it together. Feel me? And they talked about what is and not what we think. Feel me? And we deal with that now. Hella theories. Feel me? Hella theories and hella laws on what people shouldn't and should do. Feel me? Instead of actually dealing with the reality that people are doing this. Feel me? You can't, feel me? Don't tell people they can't smoke dro. People smoking dro. Get over that. You need to deal with what is and figure out how to regulate that and go from there instead of trying to tell people they can't do stuff. Because people been doing it and gonna do it. You know?
That's facts. Random. Dev, what is your favorite quality in a woman?
That shit was random.
Ooh, that's random. Ooh.
That was random. I like that. That was random. That nigga.
Favorite? You gotta pick one.
Favorite quality. Damn. Babe, what's a favorite quality? Like in shit. That's hard one.
Why you think on that? Finesse, you got an answer for us. You ain't off the hook either, Dev. You right after.
Why don't you start us off with yours?
Oh, they gonna put it on me.
Why don't you start us off with yours and then, feel me, we'll go off that.
I would say willing.
Willing?
Willing.
Hold on, what is the willing? That was not the right. He said the willingness. The willing. She has to be willing for what now?
Willing. You have to be willing. Here's why I say that.
Willing to do what now?
Willing to, I would say, truly understand.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Willing to truly understand.
Understand you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And what I'm trying to say in the situation. You feel me? Because a lot of the time, I feel like the biggest thing is that we listen to respond. You feel me? We don't listen to comprehend. And a lot of times I'll tell a significant other something. This has been through life. It ain't just whoever you think you are. Tell them something. They hear what they think I said. Respond with a defense. I got to come back. Not only do I have to dispose or dispute the defensive rebuttal, I have to then repeat what I said in the first place.
I know that. I know.
You feel me?
So
it's like we could have got so take that scenario. If you can relate to that scenario, take that, right? It's about 30 minutes of wasted time, right?
Okay.
Now, if we have a conversation where that happens at least once a day, that's 4 hours a week. That we have essentially wasted, right? Now, if there's 52 weeks in a year, that's 208 hours.
Hold on, he did the math prior, so he been thinking.
I did not do the math prior. This is off the hip.
This
is off the hip.
Polymath, that nigga, Mr. Calculus.
Because if you want to be technical, it's 3.5 hours
that wasn't
a week.
hard,
man.
I just wasn't attempting it. Hold on, this. What is it? This another random. What does it mean when the same subject come up in a couple random was like you vented now? Hold on. He like we got these same conversations. I'm like, hold on, I heard this shit 3-4 times.
It's like somebody
Jay might be going through something.
Busted.
Hold on, and then look. Finesse gonna tell you, nigga, that's your fault, boy. Nigga, that's your fault. You don't got your communication skills up. You already know you can your intellect can assess the situation. So now what
what's the real
alterations
issue?
have you done? Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And most likely what it is just like you said, you got good control of your emotions and shit like that. So you gotta keep that. But them communication type things, man, you gotta, feel me? You gotta step outside and elevate above it. Feel me? Like how you tell, like like you always say, like seek first to understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gonna seek first to understand, and we gonna take full accountability,
Mm-hmm.
right? And all those kind of things. So if we having conversations and this, oh, you not, and this happens all the time for all of us because men and women speak differently.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, boom, I said this, nigga, you came back with me with exactly not what I, feel me? And you're not never listening to what I'm saying. You're always reading between the lines, right? And it's never what I actually said. All them kind of things, feel me? But you got to know that it's a different language.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? It's a different language. So now that's on you to be
See,
like,
I feel you though.
yeah.
But over the holidays, I had a conversation with my aunt. Shout out Aunt Leanne.
Yeah.
And my Aunt Leanne is an expert at crystal clear communication. And she's a woman. And at first prior, I thought it was just a man and woman thing. But then upon seeing my aunt and how she speaks, I'm like, no, it's not just men and women.
With her husband?
No, it's crystal clear with everyone. Me, my one of my partners came through. He had met my Aunt Leanne for the first time. It was crystal clear with him. You feel me? With everybody and everything. With her kids. You feel me? That's just how she conducts herself.
Yeah.
That's her intention. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, it definitely isn't just a man and woman thing. It's an individual thing.
But it definitely isn't just a man and woman thing. It's an individual thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's partially related to, I think, emotionalism, partially.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like you guys are having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and like sometimes you're having a conversation and you're really seeking to be heard versus hearing somebody. Feel me?
Right.
Or
One person wants to be heard and not really hear the other
or,
one. Mm-hmm. I
Or
agree with
somebody's
that.
already made their mind up, or
Mhm.
there's something underlying
Mm-hmm.
the issues.
Right.
Feel me?
Correct.
All them kind of things
Right,
end
right,
up
right.
going all into it. to
All
where
up and
it's
mixing
like,
everything up.
It's just like the conversations, you know?
Mm-hmm. And that's why I started with the willingness to understand. You feel me?
And that's the number one quality you want in a woman.
Yep.
Is good. Basically, one aspect of the good communicate, the willingness to understand. Y'all hear that, right? That's simple. That's simple. If you could get that.
Because we can get to everything else if we can get to that. So, gentlemen,
That's so simple.
the spotlight is shifting.
I ain't gonna lie, you got it all. I got it now. All right. So for me, when you said that, thank you for igniting it, man. So with me, the number one quality I would want for my woman out there, my future queen who's coming into my life that I'm manifesting is learn. Number one thing I want a queen that's learn, because I feel like you're willing to learn, we're going to overcome. Just like with that, what you said, I feel like learning, you're going to overcome everything because you're learning yourself, then you can learn about me. That means you have an open mind, you willing, you ready to do different shit, you feel me? And then if you're not, and if we're not, let's say we're in two different realms, you feel me? You can learn, you're willing to learn. You're not comfortable where you're at. You're like, you know what, fuck that. I want to learn. I want to evolve because I'm cool up in females that are comfortable where they want to be at. They're comfortable with their situation. They don't want to elevate, you feel me? They just want your time. They don't want to elevate themselves. I need a woman that wants to elevate me and want to elevate themselves because I'm going to elevate myself regardless, you feel me? And you're going to elevate me by you elevating yourself.
Okay. Y'all done came in with the heat. I'm like, damn, my little thoughts was boozy now.
So you done hit him with enough heat. You can give him some regular if you want.
Dang, I'm like, okay, he said listen and learn, huh? That's all you need to do. Like my first thing was gonna be like personality and like beliefs and stuff, like character. Character is really it for me.
That's right.
Character is it for me. But
Talking about like the integrity.
yeah, I mean like the character that you have, the things
Morals
that you
and your
believe
standards.
in, the person you are. You know, that is
Character.
gonna, because that's
Got
like
you.
something I feel like I can't.
You
like,
can't teach.
and it's only revealed. It's only revealed, you know, and then it's refined over time. But usually, it's like characters refined like through trial fire, you know. So it's like that. So first thing I was gonna say is character, but that's a thought. Like in real life, the most practical thing The number one thing I want in my woman, she has to love the fuck out of me. Like that's at least for me. Like she could want to learn and be up and all the shit, and then she done outface me. I'm like, damn, I done gave her, and that's happened. Yeah, I don't want to say the B word, but that's happened, baby. Shout out, baby. Now you gonna see how loaded I am too, but shout out, baby. But that's happened. You know, you build up that person, you do all that kind of stuff. You give them dreams and stuff like that. Put them in position, build their credit, send them to school, do everything. Feel me? And they like, oh, whoa, you know what? I'm a new person. You know what? Fuck the plan we had. I got some new plans. Feel me? That real estate shit gonna take too long, nigga. Feel me? That shit taking too long. We can go on fucking feel me trips and shit. So that's cool. But for me, that's why I'm like character person, because I'm like, yeah, that loyalty got to be in there, because I know if that loyalty is in there, you know, that even though you want to do something or you gonna do something, you still have that obligation. You still have that thing like I have for you. Right, but that loyalty, you can build that over time, and that trust, you can build that over time. But
that character is only revealed.
Yeah, that character's only revealed. But other than that character, which is like the basis level, like that's gonna be like what's gonna determine if we're gonna work. Everybody, like the number one quality, she just gotta love the fuck out of me. She just gotta think I'm hella fine. She just gotta see every. I'm like, yeah, I got this business idea. She like, yeah, daddy, that's gonna work. Yeah. You a damn genius, you know. Hold on, matter of fact, I got this money in the savings. We gonna put it down, you know. And you know me, I'm always like, damn, you know, you good at this, you good at that. We can feel me. We could put a business together with you, baby. Oh yeah, feel me. I need that, feel me, to just love my dirty draws, feel me? Just like, oh yeah, feel me? Because that's how I be. I be like, once I'm feeling her, I'm like, nigga, man. Feel me? You the dopest. Feel me? You gonna go far, you know?
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you know.
I gotta say random, but let me rewind my answer. Fuck all that I'm talking about. So to my queen out there, I need you to love the fuck out of me and have character. That's what I want. Everything else is gonna come. Fuck that being all intellectual right now. I want you to love the fuck out of me and have character, and we good. Everything else gonna come.
I'm gonna have to second that. Fuck it. Fuck it. What's wrong with that?
Because I'm saying, like, everything else, if she love the fuck out of you, you gon' get through it. Yeah, I mean, how many times have you seen a woman getting beat the fuck up, still loving that nigga when you know he was wrong, cheating and shit? This nigga going to prison and shit. She holding it down.
Still holding it down.
Putting her life on the line, smuggling that nigga shit in there, feel me? She done married the nigga, just, feel me? All kind of shit, just with the prison type shit. But I'm just saying, like, and not to say anything bad or anything, but my partners ain't gonna do that for me. You know, my mom, when I was in jail, was a little kid and shit. My mom's told me, nigga, don't be going to jail. I'm not visiting you. I'm taking a couple calls, maybe. I'm for sure not bailing you out, feel me? So it's like, my people, you feel me? Ain't nobody else gonna do that, how that woman that love the fuck out of you is gonna do, feel me?
I agree.
She gonna go through hell and back, too.
That's facts.
So I'm just like, yeah.
That is facts.
Yeah. Okay. So random. So since we talking about the females and ladies, so hold up. Random news. So how you guys doing today? So on random news, what we're gonna talk about is about the woman in Botswana. Did I say that word right? Botswana. Yeah, Botswana. And did you guys know just recently that the Botswana women are just recently became equal in marriages, now they're able to be independent in marriages? That's fucking crazy. It's 2021 and probably happened 2020, but women in Botswana just finally became equals. Crazy. You never know what's going on around the world. So I want to shed some light on that, because that's something positive, you know. So shout out to the queens. We love you. We love y'all like a motherfucker. We don't say it enough. I feel like we're gonna talk about it a lot on this show, because a lot of men degrade women. We don't be uplifting our women. We need more uplifting. We need more balance up on this world. You feel me? Because very off balance, y'all. And since we're talking about off balance, Finesse, something I want to talk about with you, because I see you got the Eye Haru on. What's that in the middle of that? It's a stone.
Yeah.
And it's like protection, right? Eye Haru is protection. And I'm pretty sure you know about spirits. So what are your intake on like dark spirits or dark entities? Do you feel like what's to the people out there, what are dark spirits and dark entities? You feel me? And what's ways to protect yourself from dark spirits and dark entities?
Okay.
And are dark spirits and entities even bad?
That's a good question.
Damn, that's a good ass
That's a good question because bad is relative to self. So think about that. Feel me? And a spirit, right? An entity, a being, if you think about it, is everything. So you gotta, this is part of that third eye, right? You can open up their eye a little bit of what your ancestors talked about a spirit was. It had a personality, it had life, right? So all life wants to survive and reproduce, right? It interacts with other things, right? It has things that it likes, doesn't like, that it kill it, that it make it grow, that it eats, right?
That's trippy.
Right? So tell me, does temperature follow that rule? Does temperature have things that makes it stronger?
Doesn't want to reproduce.
Thermodynamics, temperature doesn't want to get hotter. Is there a simple level of heat? Why doesn't it keep on getting colder and colder and colder forever? Just because cold to us is a certain temperature. 0 to us is only a certain temperature. And the temperature itself is only the vibration of the atoms, right? So everything, even when it gets cold, it's still vibrating. Nothing is just still. So R 0 is actually a temperature higher. Feel me? So in temperature has all those different things. Temperature, or you could say silver and gold. Each of those metals, those elements, interact with everything, whether that be temperature, whether that be water, whether that be other things, whether that be you, whether that be electricity, whether that be everything else. It interacts. It has a mind. Feel me? It has a soul. And that's something that, is that a question? I don't know. But its body is different. And what it's thinking is different. And it exists outside of time and space, because silver, you can melt down silver here, but you don't melt down all silver everywhere. And these are all just hypotheses. These are just something for you to think about, right? Could silver and gold be a spirit? Feel me?
It probably is. Yeah, I definitely feel like it is.
Feel me? But the thing about it is, start thinking about, well, what is a spirit? A personality of something. If you think about that, then every corporation is a spirit, because it has a personality.
Damn near.
Feel me?
I would agree with that.
You know? We got a giant spirit called America, you know? You know? So, like, if you start thinking about magic, too. Like, if you think about what people talk about magic and mysticism and spells, aside from that, think about what it's actually doing. Not what they say, oh, do this and do that. Don't think about, like, what they show, like, oh, magic is this and this and this, right? But think about what actually occurs. Feel me? Do those things actually occur in reality?
Or does it just look like it?
I would say it does. I would say if what if I had a magic spell where I can make you do whatever I want, like a slave, and you spend your life. Feel me? That over time kind of seems like the magic of money. Feel me? Everybody does everything for money.
This world is ran off magic.
Feel me? Like the what we think of as spirits and magic and all those kind of things, this shit is real life.
Real.
Feel me? But it's just how they show it to you with the wand and all this other kind of stuff, right? Or a wand, right? Made of wood, right? The original wand. You know what kind of wood it was made of?
I don't.
Hollywood. Hollywood. That's what wands are made out of. Hollywood.
That's
Feel me?
deep.
And then if you think about it, the wand, mysticism and illusions, right?
You're saying Hollywood like that is a type of wood?
That's a type of wood.
Oh shit!
That's
I
a
did not
type.
know that.
That's a type of wood.
Mm.
That's a type of wood.
That's
a type of wood.
That's some shit. That's some shit right there.
And it's casting illusions. It's if you
exactly
think
what
about it,
Hollywood is
media
doing.
is all doing that mind control and stuff. This is magic, baby. This is high science. You know? But see, magic is only science we haven't realized yet. We don't know yet. Feel me? Like chemistry used to be science. Chemistry used to be magic. But once we figured it out, it became
It's not magic anymore.
it's not magic anymore. Just like all the magic tricks we know. I could show you the magic trick. You're like, oh, that's magic. But as soon as I show you the trick, that's
It's
not
just a
magic
trick.
no more. That's not magic no more. It's actually a science of perception
I
and
hope
shit.
that sunk in, you guys. Basically, what he's saying is things that we can't explain are magic until you can explain it. Then it just becomes something else, like everything else.
Yeah. And at the very highest level of science is the very much things that we're about to discover.
Basically,
right?
magic to us right now.
It's magic to us.
But once it's discovered, just like these damn cell phones.
Like, are you not like, you're not telekinetic and you can't astral project, but like practically you can. Practically, I can bring my presence, my image, my awareness to Japan right now.
Basically,
Like, right?
you could FaceTime
Like-
somebody in Japan and be there.
Like, I'm like, it's not magic. It's like, but like,
it damn near is magic.
I mean, practically, the
if you explain it
practicality,
like that, the practical and what actually happens.
what actually happens is
It's
exactly
damn near
what they
magic.
say is going to happen with magic, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's the same description.
It's the same description. See, and that's the thing about it. And that's part of the symbology in our minds, and the stuff that they taught us is they're teaching us like the shit with Osiris and Set. They're not teaching us necessarily about two individuals. They're teaching us about the process of the destruction
About a
of
technique.
any being, of anything living, including us. Our bodies break down. Feel me? Our cells start having revolutions. They start saying, fuck the original plan. We got our own plan. And now all our DNA is doing different shit. And now our body is eventually doing its own thing. And they call it cancer. But now that's capitalism for us, though. You know what I mean? And it even the same thoughts correspond with like our food. Feel me? A lot of our food, we used to be little food like corn, like it's all hella big. And we actually selected those
and breed it in and did it
intentionally. And that was cancer originally, though. Cancer is
That's exactly what cancer does.
Exactly what cancer does is
So
uncontrolled growth of your cells.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So the information, the thought process of an uncontrolled growth of your
Is cancer.
cells is cancer. So if that operates in any system,
It's cancer.
it's cancer.
Correct.
Whether that be capitalism, whether that be in the fruit that you're eating that then comes into you, plus the chemicals and stuff, plus the water and stuff, all this other kind of stuff. No wonder we got cancer. We selected we had all the food from nature, and we selected the one that had cancer
Basically.
and said, let's pick this one and reproduce
So
it.
what he's saying is in nature, there's an apple, right? The biggest apple is basically has cancer because it grows uncontrollably, which is what
Yeah.
cancer cells are. They cells that continue to duplicate uncontrollably, which causes cancer, tumors,
And
things
that's
like that.
and that's a variation in everything, right? You and your brothers and sisters aren't all the same size and all the
Correct.
same stuff.
The
and
cells came out differently.
everything comes out differently.
Go ahead, Dev.
You know? And that's the selective. That's how we made all dogs from wolves. Same game.
That's dude.
Same game.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
Finesse is man, I'm just gonna snap because Finesse is saying a lot of deep shit. But one thing I do want to say is when Finesse was talking, I was listening to everything, but I don't know if y'all heard one of the big gems. He really said a cheat code right there. So when he talked about astral projecting and everything, he said you can astral project right now in your head. You go to Japan. So this is what I'm gonna say. Let's say you go in your head, you go to Japan. You're like, but I'm not in Japan. You keep doing that consistently, and you stop worrying about time because time is an illusion. Guess what? The universe is gonna bring you to that motherfucker China, Japan. Next, you know, guess what? Magic, voila, you did it. You feel me? That's why visualization is very important. If you listen to a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of successful people, they talk about them visualizing every single motherfucking day. Some of y'all just visualize here and there. No, it's a marathon, baby. You gotta do that shit every single day because time is an illusion. So if you get caught up on the time, oh shit, you all up in that tornado now. Now you jumbled up. You feel me? You're not on that line no more. So stay visualized and stick to it. Cause trust me, time is an illusion. Everything is gonna happen. It already happened. Especially if you can see it. You feel me? That's the true magic.
That's some deep shit. That's some deep shit. Everything that can happen will happen, and it's actually already happened.
Exactly.
Random, Dev, you were talking about a podcast you were watching and how the universal what? Please bust that down for me.
If we're on the same link, I hope we're on the same because I was gonna bring this up anyway.
It was with the lint roller.
Okay, yep, we are on the same. Okay, so I want to talk about this with Finesse and actually with you too. So I would listen to this podcast on the way up here, and they're talking about mastering your archetypes. You feel me? Like
Okay.
you know, I know you know about that because you a bright brother. We're just talking about basically mastering your archetype as like a king, a warrior, a magician, a priestess. You feel me? A lover and all that. And they're just talking about how one of the key things is coming when you're here is about mastering who you truly are. You feel me? Mastering your archetypes. You know, and it's basically like a lot of shit we talking about right now. We're mastering our archetypes. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I have a question to you. Which archetype do you feel like you gravitate towards the most, or do you feel like you gravitate towards all? There's multiple. I know we can go deep because mysticism. There's a lot of. So just give me a few little archetypes that you feel like you gravitate towards, and after that, I want you to answer the question too.
If it's cool beforehand, if one of you guys could explain archetype for the viewers who that might be the first time hearing it.
You want to explain it? 'Cause you missed it.
I had to hop on my phone. I don't know this one enough to feel explain it for me to be sure I'm explaining it the right way. Because I'm aware of it. You feel me? I could get it right on the multiple guests. But to give them the definition, I don't know. I have to hop on my phone real quick.
I don't got the definition.
Okay,
You got this one, Finesse?
I would just say, rough, quick understanding is an archetype is a model or, basically a figurine or like it's basically a model of something. So we have an archetype of a king, right? And that archetype has different.
Kind of like the frame.
Yeah, it's the frame, it's the model, and
Like when you build a house, how the boards go up and build the frame first.
Yeah, and the archetypes are aspects of those things that are universal and constant. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So these things stay the same as you go everywhere else.
Got you. So all kings have the same framework.
Yeah, they deal with the same issues. They have some of this. They organize different, and they have different things. But there's always, basically, found fundamental pieces that make it define it that.
Got you. Okay, that clicked for me. Hopefully that clicked for y'all too.
Exactly.
So like Dev was saying, what archetypes do you feel like you resonate with the most or the least?
It's so many archetypes, but
or just one. You don't have to be the one that's the most, but one that is a lot that you connect with a lot.
I connect. All right, two things. I think one is I try to connect with natural archetypes, so I try to connect with archetypes of animals, right? So that's what I try to do instead of doing like, you know, the poet or this or that. I try to harmonize into the archetype of animals to where I could be like an octopus, or I could be like a fox, or I could be like a panther, or I could be like an eagle. And each of those different, they eat different, got, you know, different stuff like that. But for like human, I think I might gravitate towards the king, the sage.
What's the sage?
The sage is like you could say is the elder, like the teacher, the you know, the high science, kind of like how in our original organization they would have like a shaman or a priest, right? So there's a high priest, you know, or there's somebody that's like a, you know, university level
got the game,
or got the game and stuff like that, you know. Or the sage also sometimes leaves out and goes into nature and kind of turns against society and stuff like that, you know. But I think the archetype I most identify with probably is the archetype of Moses.
Why you say that?
I mean, that's our story right now of captivity, of trying to get out of captivity from the mind.
Yeah, be closer to that mic.
Of founding a new nation, you know, like the whole situation, you know, the whole situation. We came out of slavery, the whole thing. Like that story is our story right now, living day, here and now. You know, so it's like for me, I see myself as going through that process, you know, and having that same mission, you know, that same mission of deliverance. So I identify with that hell much. That's why that last one, I don't know if we said that, but one of my favorite movies, Prince of Egypt, because of that. It's deep, you know? It's deep. Yeah.
What's up, Jay? Your turn, man.
Bro, I don't. What architect do I identify with the most? Probably say the advisor.
Mm.
That is an architect.
Yep. Consigliere.
The royal vizier.
The royal vizier.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You know, because I just always find myself at a position where I'm like kind of like seeing the landscape and just I don't know. I got an innate act for just kind of picking out personality traits, you know, and things before they come up, and just like, hey, you might want to be aware of this, or are you working with this individual? You might want to be aware of these characteristics. They're probably gonna come up in about 2.5 months, and just I identify with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see that. So for me, what I identify with is a king, but not just a king. I identify as a king, a lover, king / warrior / magician. You feel me? Because the reason why Devin, why you say all those words? Because first of all, I'm a king. I feel like I got royalty in my blood, and I feel like a king is somebody they see that they can make a change, and they know they're gonna go and make the change. You feel me? They see a problem, they know that they're the solution. They're the solution to the problem that's out there. And let me not talk too much about the king, but the reason why I'm saying lover as a king is I'm a king that loves unconditionally, and I feel like we talked about it before, and I do feel like love's supposed to have condition, but I do feel like there's supposed to be love out there that's unconditional, and I feel like that's a problem out there. So that's the reason why I gravitate towards a lover, because I'm a deep loving being. I love the fuck out of people. I said, I love the fuck out of my enemies. And I say warriors because yes, I got that loving side. Yes, I'm nice, but people don't know, like, don't play with me. Like, I got a different side of me where I'm a warrior. You fuck with my fam, I got another side where I'm way more hotter than fire. I'm ether inside when I really get to that point. So that's why I'm gonna say a warrior, and I say magician because I'm fascinated with words. I understand the power that we have in our words, and I feel like I'm a magician that's on his way to to go back to my wizardry. I'm going back to being a wizard. You feel me? I'm just mastering myself right now. Yeah, I'm learning how to master myself.
Born. Sagittarius stuff. Feel me?
Oh, yeah,
that's
Sag
is the sage. You know.
Let's go.
I don't drop everything. Nah, but for real though, yeah, that's what's up for real.
That's real. Okay, so man, bro, I'm like, so you know what I want to talk right now is phone call.
You know how that go.
Random, Dad. What happened to the Suja?
Oh, there we go. Okay. You remembered. All right. So I want to let y'all know. Unfortunately, I will not be promoting Suja no more because they no longer have their affiliate program. So I no longer will be promoting them. But I love Suja, you feel me? So it's just like, I'm not going to get negative like, oh, they stopped the affiliate program. It's over for me. No, guess what? We're going to get another brand to be promoting. So when we do, we're going to give a shout out and we're going to be promoting that brand hard because it's all good. You know, it's all about growth. So we're going to keep growing, baby.
On that note, if you got a brand and you actually clean and you know you produce high quality, whatever it is, first of all, we definitely going to be looking for a juicer, even though I got a feeling that we already got that lined up. So if you catch this by the time, I don't know, we might have somebody already, but I do want to go ahead and extend the olive branch. Shout out Gucci Verbatim. If you do have a business or some type of service or product that you offer and we can show someone in a couple of seconds, reach out to us because I have no problem while we promote our juice brand, you know, maybe kicking something else off on the show while we got, you know, the randoms conversations going on. Random, Finesse, what is the best product that you have purchased recently?
Random.
Best product I've purchased recently.
In the last 6 months. If anything sticks out.
House, no,
Oh,
no,
house?
yeah, but I
Congrats
think
on that,
I don't know, maybe a good book.
What book, sir?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know what purchase the best.
I got
purchase.
one. I got a magic screen recently. You feel me? That changed. That does the You feel me? That disappears, even though it's common to everybody else. I just got one, so it's kind of like I don't know. I call it the magic screen. You feel me?
Okay.
I thought this was pretty cool.
Wait, hold up. Before we end the show, Random Jay, what's the worst quality what's the worst quality you hate to have in seeing a woman? I don't know why I can't say it right now. What's the
worst quality in a woman?
Yeah. What's the worst quality in a woman that you don't like? That's like when we see that, it's like, oh, no go. I'm good off her.
Dirty. Dirty. If you dirty, you like your feet hella dirty. You just dirty. You just,
Can't do it.
Can't do it. I don't want to do it. It's not that I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
We can do anything. You know, we took can out the vocabulary. You feel me? So I could, if you know, I don't know under what circumstances that would be justifiable, but yeah, dirty. If you dirty, like literally dirty, then you feel me? No.
He said, "Let's go to it." What about you, man? What's the?
So you wouldn't wash her up? You wouldn't?
If I gotta wash you up, what you feel me? What else is
Diamond
really
in
going
the
on?
rough.
What else is really going
Diamond
on?
in the rough.
Now,
Tell
hey,
me.
if
Tell me
I
diamond in
need
the rough.
if I need to wash you mentally,
He don't
you
see
feel
that
me?
potential.
If I need to wash you spiritually, if I need to wash away your mental habits and the old version of yourself, hey, we can talk about
Clearly,
that.
if you dirty, your mental habits off.
You hella off. If you
We-
dirty, you got that dirty neck, bruh.
yeah,
No.
Baby, love yourself.
I ain't got the potential for you, baby. You feel me? This the wrong show.
What's up,
Man.
man? What about you?
What's
man?
up? Well, Finesse might have a wash call for you. What's your worst quality for the ladies, Finesse?
Worst quality for the ladies.
What? She too needy? She wants you to She wants you to be the solution.
Nah, not that.
No
I'm thinking
independence,
other-
you not
the dirty
self-sufficient?
The dirty is a good one.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good one. I
the
was-
dirty is like, okay.
That takes.
Now that's bare minimum. Feel me? I'm like, what else other than dirty? Like, I would. It's so cold because he talked about it. It never crossed my mind a dirty bitch. Like, you know, like I wouldn't even have considered. Like, I'm so past dirty was. I'm like, whoa. In this day and age,
They got hella sanitizer.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, dirty, dirty or too manly.
Oh.
Like if you got, you know,
So
too
what-
manly.
What if she fine, but she just strong as hell because she work out and she could damn near beat you? Let's say she MMA. You feel me?
like, no lie. Now I don't want nobody to get this wrong or nothing like that. But I'm like,
Oh, shit.
ain't no way she beating my ass. Like, come on now.
Okay.
Come on now. If
What she give you a run for your money though?
I'm saying, you know, she should be able to, you know, she should be able to do her thing. Feel me? Lioness should be able to, you know, do what she gonna do with a lion. But like, all in all, come on now. You know,
I feel you.
You useless at that point. Feel me? Nigga come up, you might as well have her knock the nigga out or something. You know, get him, baby. You know, nah, but like if she, you know, if she in good shape and shit, that's cool. But like when I say man, like she in good shape is cool. But now when you like hella, you know, you know what I
cut.
mean.
Yo,
That buff,
yeah,
that
she
buff,
cut.
that
She cut,
over
she
buff,
yoked,
that
she
hella.
shit.
That ain't his thing, y'all. That ain't his
That's, I
thing.
mean, fitness, a fit woman.
It's different
is
than a buff
definitely
ass
my
woman.
thing.
I agree.
Feel me? Definitely my thing. Feel me? And the flat stomach, even a little.
So the
pat,
six pack
that's
is cool?
That's cool.
So it's the
that's-
arms and the shoulders.
the arms, the shoulders. I mean,
That
nigga,
neck.
deep ass voice.
What's
feel
up,
me?
Finesse? How you doing, baby?
Manly ass. I don't know. Hands. I don't know. I'm just thinking
I do
like
look
what.
at the hands though. That's how. You, never mind. We ain't gonna go there. I ain't here to bash nobody. Whatever your
I don't
preference
know.
is, you want to
Yeah,
dress
I
how you
don't
want to
really
dress. Do
know.
your thing. Come listen to the random podcast anyway. You feel me? All right. What about females with grills? How y'all feel about that?
Look, baby. What's wrong with that?
I fuck with grills.
I'm like
Personally,
females with grills.
I fuck with grills. I'll take a
I'm
girl
like,
with
yeah, I'm like,
a
what-
full 8. It's good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's good.
And to the ladies out there, so if you're a dirty woman, guess what? All you gotta do is start being clean. You feel me? Hey, and if you're, and then what you say for the qualities? You said manly.
Yeah.
And then if you're a woman that yeah, you too, sir. You feel me? Just woman it up a little bit. You feel me? Just love yourself. Love yourself. 'Cause I feel like you
yourself.
might be acting manly because you don't love thyself. Because you maybe somebody bashed you and all that shit. That's why you're trying to wear them manly clothes, look manly, because you're trying to be comfortable. Because you're not comfortable with the women clothes because you feel like you're not attractive. Love thyself.
Yeah, and you know, women can wear man clothes
You
and
feel
stuff.
me?
And
We ain't
not all
shooting at you.
qualities is
We ain't shooting
masculine
at
or
you.
feminine, but you know, it's I don't even know how to explain
I
it.
think y'all know what he mean if y'all don't go on a tangent and try to run off with it. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it surface.
Hey, all
Yeah.
it is just love thyself. That's what I'm talking about. You're a woman too. That's it. Hey, if you wanna, we're not knocking you though. We know
So-
people take shit personal.
What's your quality?
Oh, okay. Damn.
We got dirty
Being,
and manly
yeah.
out the way.
Okay, being too okay, mine is out the way. You be too demanding. I'm cool off you.
Too
I'm cool.
demanding.
Yeah, the ones that are like too much. I'm
That's
cool
just because you ain't never had a girl like me. This what it takes to keep one.
no, I already had no. Okay, when I mean no, I'm cool. When I mean the ones that when I mean demanding, the quality of demanding is they're just like they're stuck in their ways. They demand a lot from that's the old lady with the 9 cats. You feel me? She's looking for that. She's so demanding. She want everything her way. You feel me? Always negative. Always on some bullshit, nagging all the fucking time. Like I'm cool off that negative energy.
That sounds like a pain point right there, Dan.
For this, I know, right? This like, hold on, this is the second couple of times he talk about the.
Look, we both guilty today, Look.
So clearly he's getting in arguments and they
Look.
not listening to the good information he has.
They not talking my game and they giving Dan too much conversation.
I tell you, that happens all the time. That happens all the time. Like, you know, that happens all the time. People with the best information, best game. I be telling my daughter shit all the time. They don't want to hear that. You know, they don't want to hear it. That's the same thing. You know, like, you know, Einstein is talking, or you know, and Tesla's making stuff. They like, shut up, nigga. You know. Then later on, they're like, oh, he was a genius. You know.
That's facts.
You feel me?
Bruh.
So they don't listen.
Bruh.
They never do.
Bruh.
Feel me? That's
It's
why.
like y'all gonna watch these podcasts. You feel me? You're gonna hear Finesse dropping some game. You're gonna hear Dev dropping some game. Me dropping some game. But it's gonna wait. You gonna wait until your favorite. Ooh, your favorite. What the hell is that?
Ooh,
your favorite.
That's your favorite right there. Ooh, I gotta take that. That's my favorite. She's my favorite.
We might have to get a shirt that say that favorite on here.
I want to be your favorite.
Golly. You feel me? But you gonna wait until your favorite millionaire entrepreneur kicks you the same game before you take it at face value. So I understand humans are like that. I get it. You feel me? But you don't got to be like that. Get out your own way. Open up you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You need to close your mouth and flap your ears. You feel me? And if you don't know something, how about you ask and then allow that person to finish answering? Just like Finesse earlier was talking about the spirits and the energy. It took me a while, but I understood what he was saying because I let the brother finish. You feel me? Some of y'all might just click off this when you get to that point. Hey, then you wouldn't see this game either. You feel me? You need to hold on and let, feel me, things play out so that way you can learn.
Hey, so we're approaching the end of the show, so I gotta ask you a question, Finesse. So, random. If your life could be a movie, what would be the name of the movie and why?
If my life was a movie.
That's a good one, Dev.
Now.
That's a perfect guy to ask that one. This is the perfect guy to ask.
That, like, the first thing that came to my mind, like, is to, I guess it's hella simple. It'll be like Finding Finesse.
Okay, why is that the name?
Couple reasons. First off, life in ourselves is finding ourselves, you know, and I'm Finesse, so I would be finding myself.
Oh, goddamn. Random. Why do they call you Finesse? Because we covered this in the first episode. I don't know if we're going to cut it in. We might need to just cut it in because the answer was so pure. You feel me? But
now you're filled in. No.
Just in case, you feel me, the first episode is not on there because I haven't been through it to check. Why do they call you Finesse?
It's the way. It's the art and the science.
It's the art and the science because
I
know somebody out there
when
we heard Finesse coming on the show. I don't know, they got a bad taste in their mouth. Like Finesse, like I don't even want to hear it.
That's only if they don't know me. Anybody that know me or know of me or know anything about me or have ever even seen me, they don't got that. You know, that's only for paper.
Facts.
That's
facts.
You know. But
I second that. Finesse is definitely one of the best people I've met in 2020, hands down.
Yeah, Finding Finesse. And then also because we walking down a path, right? And after that path, it's almost like how it plays out. You know, like you gotta find that. You know, like you live out your life and then afterwards, your life itself is the work or the art that you leave. You know? It's like how you lived your life, the decisions.
That's the art. That's the real art.
That's the real art.
Damn.
Is the life itself, and the person itself is the real art.
And that would be the message of the movie.
And that would be part of it.
Part of the message.
Yeah, that'd be part of it.
That's
fire.
fire.
Finesse, me finding myself, the artwork that.
And then really realizing that your life, that what you leave behind, is a true art.
Yeah, and then that, and for me, the actual life that I'm living is the real message and blueprint to your freedom, because that's what I'm doing. I'm freeing myself, and if you follow the steps, this is the steps to elevate into freedom.
Man, if I had a ticket right now, I'll produce
That's
that.
a fire ass movie. Remember that?
I'll produce that.
Finesse, for real, bro.
He gonna make it.
You already got. I know you got a story to tell.
It's good. Now we got him on the podcast. Now we done got ourselves a role in the movie.
Yeah. The first chapter would be called 40 Days and 40 Nights. Yeah, look out for that. That was a plug.
Hey, y'all. So this was another fire episode of Random Conversations. And Jay, you got anything you want to say, man? Nope. Jay has nothing to say. Hey, shout out to the J-Way. Hey, but Finesse, man, you have anything you want to talk to people? I know you've been saying a lot already. So, bro, how you want to end it off, man?
All is love.
Hey, you heard.
I love you.
hey, you heard of all this love, and Finesse want to let you know this is your second time coming back on here, and bro, you can always come back here. You feel me? Our door. You know what? You're no longer a guest. You feel me? You got a room up in the Random Conversations, bro. You here, bro? You fam, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. Wait, did y'all hear all these gems that were going on today? So if you didn't, take some time to rewind, take some notes down, could really take this in with the shit that we talking about, because yes, I know we might be joking around, but we're really doing this shit because we want to uplift you like I want to uplift myself. So I'm really uplifting myself when I've seen you getting uplifted, bro. And women. I fucked up, y'all. But anyways, y'all, we gonna keep it rolling though, because I keep it real and authentic on here. But anyways, I love you, but you need to love yourself. And what I keep saying, it's all about growth. So stay evolving. And wait, hold up. Before we end the video, subscribe to my YouTube. Come on now. Subscribe. Hit a like, share. Let people know. Let's just spread this random conversation.
Yeah. We'll see you in the year 4000. Feel me? Yeah. That's the cold part, is that all this is gonna last forever.
That's
it. Be here forever.
That's real.
That's crazy.
That is.
So when you drop them gems,